Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video I am doing a tips and tricks for potty training boys. Now I've got a 3.5-year-old and a 2.5-year-old. My 3.5-year-old has only just been potty trained fully and my 2.5-year-old is getting there slowly. So I thought I'd put together a few bits and bobs that have helped us. Now the main thing, or the main tip I can give you is to be patient. It has taken nearly a year to potty train my eldest. We got to a point where he was potty trained and then he sort of reversed himself and wouldn't go to the potty, refused it, wanted a nappy all the time, and it was just a nightmare. So yeah, be patient and stick with it. Another thing that really helped with us is letting him choose their underwear. So with Oliver I took him shopping and we went and we chose some underwear. So in his case he chose Spider-Man and Batman pants, which are his favourite. So my next tip is to, as well as let them choose their pants, let them choose the potty they want to use. So my two had just a plain white potty and they both hated it with a passion. So what we got instead was we let them choose a seat for our toilet, which is Thomas Tank Engine, and they love it. Another thing to do is to get a portable potty. There is nothing worse than being out in the car and being caught out when they need a wee. Now I got this one off Amazon and it was, I believe, it was under £2. It took a couple of weeks to come, but it is amazing, especially for boys. So the little bit opens like that, they can wee into that bit and it all gets caught and it doesn't leak, which is very handy. It saved us many of times. My next tip is to get a reward chart. We had a reward chart and we got it from Home Bargains. I think it was only £1 each. And every time they went for a potty, if they went for number 1, they got 1 star. If they went for number 2, they got 2 stars. So yeah, they were really excited by the end of the day to see how many stars they'd got. And I made it sort of a competition between the both of them. But obviously, like I said, my youngest isn't fully potty trained, so he's not very much interested as much as my eldest is. So my next tip is to give them privacy if they want it. My youngest doesn't care who's in there, but my eldest, Oliver, likes the door shut. He likes to go in there on his own. He asks for help to get on the toilet and off and pull his pants up and down, but aside from that he wants the door shut, he wants you out of the way, he doesn't want you listening, and he also likes to wipe himself. Which brings me on to my next tip, is to get flushable wipes, which are a lifesaver because they kept using just normal wipes because they're so used to it, to wipe and then put them in the toilet, which has ended up in many times of blocked toilets. So yeah, invest in these definitely. Let them watch. So they watch my husband go to the toilet, they're boys and they're gonna, it's different to me. So yeah, when they were ready for signs, like they kept wanting to go to the bathroom, they're taking their nappies off, things like that. Watch out for the signs if they're ready, especially when, with my eldest, as soon as he was wet, he hated it. You had to take it off straight away. When he'd done a poo though, that was another story. He used to run away and he hated telling us. Pooing has been the bane of my life. Weeing, absolutely fine. Potty trained him, lovely. Pooing, stubborn as anything, but apparently boys are more stubborn with going to the toilet for a poo. Next thing is, when we taught our eldest, we started in the summer, so what I'd done was I just let them run around naked in the house. In my mind then it was easier and it really did help. It cut down on the washing of accidents, and they could just be free and go when they needed to and wanted to. But once I'd trained him in that aspect of being naked, he was then ready to go up to the next step and do it with clothes. So that was the point when he started to go to nursery. And which is another tip is, when they see their peers doing it, it sort of pushes them to want to, wear the big boy pants and use the toilet like a big boy. That really helped Oliver seeing his classmates go. So yeah, once we'd done the naked potty training at nursery, they really stuck with a routine and he just got through really well. Barely had, I think the first week he had a couple of accidents, but now no accidents at all, and since then he's been really dry for the night, which has been absolutely brilliant. My tip for the night times is, once your child falls asleep, like with Oliver, about an hour or two after he's fallen asleep, my husband Jack will go in, pick him up and just take him to the toilet and say to him, do a wee, and he's half asleep but awake, so he knows what he's doing, so he goes for a wee and then we find that he doesn't wet himself through the night. My next thing is, do not worry about their age. Never think, oh, you know, he's getting too old, he should be potty trained. I had so many people say to me, you know, Ollie's going to be 4 soon, he needs to be potty trained, you know, he's 3 and he's still in nappies. I didn't want to rush him into it. I wanted to just wait until I knew he was 100% ready. That's why I'm saying that Ollie is nearly 4 and he's only just potty trained, but Charlie's 2.5 and he's nearly there already. So it doesn't matter. Every child is different basically, so do not be afraid of, you know, they could be 5, 6, 7 and still in nappies. They'll get there in their own time. My next tip is, well, advice really, is don't use pull-ups. They are just another form of nappies. You don't have to lay them down to put them on. In the child's mind, it's still a nappy to them. You know, even though they have the aspect of they don't hold as much and they let them know that they're wet, it's exactly the same as if you put a pair of pants on. It's just you're spending more money on nappies, essentially. Let them go to the toilet how they're comfortable. So like I said, Ollie likes to sit on his little seat and sit normally, and I actually have a commode on my toilet for me, and it really helps because it's got the handlebars so they can hold on when they go to the toilet. I think if it was just a normal toilet, I think they'd be a bit more scared of falling in, so I think that's why they like our toilet. But with Charlie, he likes to go back to front, so he likes to do it that way, and he also likes to stand a lot and aim. Ollie isn't into that yet, he just wants to sit, get over and done with, but Charlie is just one of them kids that's obsessed with it and likes to aim everywhere. So the main thing is just be patient, don't rush them, you know, but once you start doing it, don't reverse back. So don't start and then if they're not doing it, if they're not potty trained in a week, don't go back to nappies, because, you know, like I said, Oliver took nearly a year to potty train. It does take time and it is a lot of work and you will have a lot of accidents, but they will get there eventually. It just depends, like your child could take a week, you know, someone else's child could take 3 days. It just depends on your child, so don't be alarmed if you know it's taken forever to potty train, or, you know, they're getting older and they're still not done it. They'll get there on their own time. So yeah, they are my few tips and tricks on how we potty trained my eldest. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!